Welcome to a car that I always skipped over, a car that I never really paid attention to. Today we are checking out the Honda Civic Type R FK2 from 2015 to see if this vehicle is a hidden gem. So the main reason I skipped over this vehicle, we have the much newer Honda Civic Type R, and that's the FK8 model. So is the FK2 really that good? So today we're gonna find out and just answer that question. So this vehicle, if you want to get your hands on it, well, you can head on over to Brand Central and pick this vehicle up from the Honda dealership. Now we see that the FK2 Civic comes in at a cost price of 42,800 credits, and what you get for that money is a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine that produces 305 brake horsepower and comes in at a weight of 1,380 kgs. So honestly, it's not that heavy and produces a decent amount of power. So let's see how it feels around Kyoto Driving Park, bone stock. Now when it comes to lap times for this vehicle, I'm expecting something around the 1 minute 55 second mark. So I'm not really setting my bar super high for this vehicle because genuinely I don't know what to expect. With it being front engine front wheel drive, there is a high possibility of the vehicle just understeering to all who knows. But hey, let's see if I'm wrong or if I'm right. So coming up to the first corner, and first initial thoughts once we get behind the wheel, it doesn't feel that fast. It's not chucking me into the back of my seat, but I understand it's only 305 brake horsepower. It's not producing a ton of power to really chuck you back. But we see coming up to the first corner, doing 205 kilometers per hour, I slammed on the brakes, turned, and had absolutely no steering right there. The vehicle just went straight, and that is the problem with most front wheel drive vehicles. Understeer. With the front wheel drive vehicle, you see that with the power being pushed to the front wheels and steering, it's all a bit too much for the front end to handle. But this is still a decent. Well, so far it's handling like your average front wheel drive vehicle, but you can really feel that understeer is a dominant feeling that you're gonna have when driving this vehicle. Under braking, it just almost feels like it locks up and just slides forward, even though I know the ABS is in full effect, so that should not be the case. But I really just gotta brake earlier than I think to really make her around the corner the way I want to make her around the corner. So standard, the handling just it's very basic. Like you can jump into a lot of other front wheel drive vehicles and get the same feeling. So first initial lap, a 1 minute 59.6, we can really do a lot better of a lap time now that I know when to brake, how to take corners and things like that. So we should see a drop down. I'm thinking it's gonna be like a 1 minute 57. It shouldn't be anything really drastic, but fingers crossed. Let's see how fast we can actually go. So standard experience, I'm not feeling excited when driving this vehicle. I'm not feeling a sense of like, wow, I'm having so much fun. This is one of the best experiences ever. From the Civic standard like this, it's quite mundane. Nothing about it is really exciting. I remember when I first drove the FK8 Civic, that had a lot more oomph, a lot more excitement behind the wheel, and this is just what this car is lacking. So we're gonna see now once we actually take it on over to a tuning shop to fully upgrade it and see what it's capable of. But before we do that, we just need to see what our fastest lap time can possibly be. And we see fastest lap time 1 minute 58.0, which is it's slow. That's exactly what it is. There's no beats around the bush. We were calling orange and orange. It's slow. It's not doing what it needs to. So tuning shop it is. We need to upgrade it. We need to see how much oomph we can put into this Honda, because right now it's not looking good. Fully upgraded. Let's spend a lot of money. The fact that it has ultimate parts is quite nice. Just see how much power we can actually squeeze out of this 4-cylinder engine. Okay, so we see the vehicle fully upgraded now is producing 505 brake horsepower. It comes in at a weight of 1076 kgs and the displacement is now a 2.1 liter. So with the stroke up we do see additional power come through. So honestly 505 brake horsepower isn't too shabby. I think if we are closer to 600 then you know we would be talking a story, but right now 505 it's okay. It's nothing really wowing or gonna really put a big step or to say, you know what, look, this is really gonna change the way you feel. But hey, maybe I'm just judging it too soon. Let's just see what visual customizations we have for it and then we can take it from there. So we see when it comes to customization options, well, we have one option for a front lip, we have one option for a front lip, we have one option for a side skirt, we have no rear customization, and then we have a wingless option to make it look like a base model, or you have a custom wing set. So this is your tunable, design your own wing type style rear wing. So we have that. Then racing items, we have toe hooks, pointer pins, and we have no front grille customization. So customization for the Honda Civic is quite mid. There's nothing really like wow, you know, anything like that. So let's just grab a livery and take it back on out to circuit. So now before we take the Honda Civic out on circuit to really feel what it's capable of, I decided to jump into the VW Golf 7 GTI. Reason for this, I just wanted to see how good the Civic actually feels against a rival. So we see that the Golf 7 actually produces less power than the Honda Civic fully upgraded, and we're gonna see now what it's capable of lap time. So we just have a benchmark when comparing the Honda Civic, and right now with the Golf 7 being fully upgraded, front engine, front wheel drive, we do still see the vehicle has understeer. We cannot get rid of it, and the vehicle is just okay through the corner rings. Under braking, the vehicle is very responsive. You slam on the brakes, it stops almost instantaneously. It really slows down, so I can say that. The acceleration, I wish it had a lot more power. You know what this vehicle is missing is an engine swap, and what would be great for this vehicle in fact is the engine swap of the Audi Quattro. That would be such a spicy engine swap to put into this vehicle, since we don't have any Audi RS model vehicles in it, because a common swap for a Golf 7 is an RS3 swap going into this platform. Fortunately, we don't have any RS3 vehicle. We don't have the Audi RS3. Hopefully we can see that come to a game this year, but that's a story for another video. Coming down the main straight, so we're gonna do a lap time hopefully faster than a 1 minute 40 second run. I think we've experienced enough of the Golf 7 to get a feel of how it's gonna react. So with that being said, let's head on over to the Civic. So right now you can feel the power difference between this and the Golf 7. The Honda is currently accelerating a lot harder, and as you can see we are doing about 250 before we need to slam on the brakes, which was something we were not able to do in the Golf 7. So the Honda Civic is able to really put the power down, but when it comes to cornering, how does it feel? And it feels about the same as the Golf 7, maybe even better. So it's looking like the Honda Civic is better than the VW Golf 7, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Why? Because we still need to see what the lap time says at the end of it. But right now, off just first hand experience, the Honda Civic is a lot better. Is it a great driving vehicle? Is it something that I'm gonna highly recommend for you to try out? Like, you gotta test out this Honda? No, it's not. There's no quality about it that's really standing out to me. There's nothing about it that's really making me want to say, you know what, we need this vehicle, you need to try it out. Because right now with the driving experience, don't think I'm gonna drive it again, honestly. And I mean the same thing goes for Golf 7. I'm an avid VW fan. I love VWs. But I drove the Golf 7 once and never returned to it due to the fact of it's just lacking power, in my opinion. It's not living up to my expectations, so I'm not gonna try it out. And the Honda, it is good, don't get me wrong, but when we have a game that has so many different other vehicles, better vehicles, this honestly just falls through the cracks. So is it a hidden gem? I don't think so. I saw people posting and saying, oh, it's fun to drive, it's one of the best driving experiences. Is the driving experience in a room with us right now? Because I'm not feeling it. I mean, I felt other hot hatches, and there's nothing about this that's rewriting the rule book, that's really saying, you know what, wow, this is completely different, this is unlike anything else. Maybe I'm wrong in the comment section, I'm just a hater. You let me know what your thoughts are on the Civic, but right now it's not looking grand. I want 38.5, it's okay. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna take it around the WTC 700 quickly to just see what the fuel consumption is like, to see what anything's like. So fuel map level 6, we see 2.5 laps of fuel remaining, and it's just decreasing. So we're gonna see if we can set an initial lap time and see how far that takes us. But honestly, compared just off this experience, okay, it's not actually seeming that slow right now. The vehicle's keeping up extremely well with the Group 4 vehicles. The handling's not too bad. Okay, top line speed, what are we looking at? Alright, automatic transmission. I could be saving a bit more fuel if I was switching over to a manual transmission, but we'll run with the automatic and just see how far it takes us. It's not doing too bad, honestly. The way it's like reeling in the competition, this is decent. It's not bad at all. Okay, so first lap done. Initial lap of a 4 minute and 12 second lap. We have what, 64% of fuel remaining, so we can do what's it. So we can get just about 3 laps out of it if we do some fuel saving tactics. So honestly, the fact that we are pulling away from the opponents, you could use this vehicle for money grinding. You could use it and see good results. So look, maybe I did judge the Honda Civic so far too fast, because right now the fact that we can use it for money grinding and it's not completely useless, it's not bad. So with that being said, what I want to do is just round up the video here. Honestly, I have mixed thoughts about the vehicle, because firstly, just off driving experience, how it makes me feel, it's not fun, it's not grand, it's not knocking my socks off, it's not making me excited, it's not making me want to come back and use it. And that's really all the points I need. There's nothing bringing me back to this vehicle. Yeah, you can use it for money grinding, but it's not the best vehicle for money grinding. It's one you can use, but there's so many better options out there. And I think that really sums up this Civic in particular. There are so many other better options out there than the Civic. I mean, I had better driving experiences in the old Civics compared to this one. This one really just feels so mundane, basic, and nothing really about it screaming, wow, you know. But hey, look, that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinion on the Civic in the comment section down below. And with this being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.